It started with a broken pen and a few laughs in the courtroom, but minutes later, everything changed. A probation violation, a revoked sentence, and 18 months behind bars. What really happened inside this courtroom? Stay with me, because this case took a turn no one expected.
Michael Best, please. Yes, thanks. How are you going to do on this?
I'm sorry?
How are you going to do on
My
this?
best. Rick.
I mean,
Yeah, set it up.
That was a softball, Judge.
I'm not the only person having problems with this thing. Michael Best, he's having. Look at this. He's struggling. Look at that. Look at that. The way he signed his name.
No,
I mean, this is the way these pens are. I don't know who made them, but they're hard to work.
Like, do you need
Yeah.
do you need to fingerprint him? I just want to make sure. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for asking.
You know, hey, Michael, I'm going to try. I'm going to let you do this again, okay? Because I have the same problems you have on this. It's a struggle.
yes, sir, it was a struggle.
And
Here, Judge, if you want to just give it to me, I can.
I'm trying to erase it, and okay. There it is. Okay, here, let Mike sign it right under State's Exhibit.
This top.
Yeah, because that was hardly readable, and it's not. I know it's not his fault. I don't get much of it. Yes, that works better. Oh. Good. We call now 21-38041, the state of Texas versus Michael Anthony Best. That's you, sir.
Yes.
With Ms. Manaldi, your attorney, and the state's attorney, and your probation officer. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this first amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation? Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, Judge.
In summary, and by the way, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statement you make during this hearing, sir, shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Lower your hand. In summary, this first amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation, which was filed on December 29th last year, a little over a month ago, this states that on June 19th, 2023, in this criminal district court of Jefferson County, Texas, you were placed on 5 years deferred or unadjudicated probation for the state jail felony of burglary of a building. Is all of that true and correct? Yes. What do we want to do? First amended one?
Yes, that's what we have. Paperwork.
First amended one states that you committed the offense of failing to comply with sex offender registry on or about January 9th, 2024 in Hardin County, Texas, which is against the peace and dignity of the state and is a violation of condition 1 of your deferred adjudication order, which states do not commit an offense in this state or any other state or the United States. Do you understand what you're charged with here, sir? An agreement has been reached where you would be pleading true to this allegation, first amended 1, failing to comply with sex offender registry. and your probation would be revoked. You would be sentenced to 18 months confinement in the state jail. It looks like there's still restitution owed in this case in the amount of $1,280. And that would be ordered on the judgment to, I guess, the complainant in the indictment, this state jail felony of burglary of a building that you indicted on originally and placed on probation. If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand this? So I will. I'm going to show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document? Understand it? Discuss it with your attorney? Are the contents all true and correct? Yes? State's Exhibit 1 tendered into evidence without objection admitted. This states you are waiving any right of appeal. If I follow this agreement, I intend to follow. Okay? Again, how do you plead here to allegation First Amended 1 under this First Amended motion to revoke probation, committing the offense of failing to comply with sex offender registration on or about January 9th, 2024 in Hardin County, Texas, in violation of Condition 1 of your deferred order, probation order, which states don't commit a crime. Is this all true and correct as it is alleged? Yes?
Yes.
Are you pleading true and correct to this voluntarily and because it is true?
Yes.
I'm going to follow this agreement, if nothing further, and find that the defendant is pleading true voluntarily, knowing, intelligently to this allegation, First Amended 1, as it's placed in this First Amended motion to revoke probation, which is committing the offense of failing to comply with sex offender registration on or about January 9th, 2024 in Hardin County, Texas. And that is a violation of Condition 1 of his probation order, which was don't commit any offenses. I find this true by a preponderance of the evidence or greater, and thus your deferred or unadjudicated probation is hereby revoked. Earlier in this case, you had pleaded guilty voluntarily to the underlying offense of burglary of a building, a state jail felony. You were mentally competent to do so. You understood and appreciated the consequences of pleading guilty. There was sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea from State's Exhibit 1 admitted at that time when we placed you on deferred or unadjudicated probation to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And I now find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of that state jail felony of burglary of a building. And you are hereby sentenced to confinement in the state jail for a term of 18 months. Also, the judgment shall reflect restitution is owed and placed in the judgment in the amount of $1,280. And that will be ordered to be paid to the complainant who is listed, who is named in this indictment 21-38041 that was handed up by the grand jury on August 4th, 2021, for which you have been placed on probation for and now revoked. Do you understand what has happened today, sir?
Yes, sir.
Anything else to add on that?
Yes.
From light courtroom moments to life-changing decisions, this is why every hearing matters. If you want to see real courtroom drama, shocking outcomes, and the truth behind the headlines, make sure you hit subscribe right now. You don't want to miss the next case.